Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. This is dealing with your boy, Mr. Flipper, Paper Round Frank. Alright, so again, y'all see the thumbnail. Young Dolph, $100 million independent mogul. TakenOut connect to Empire label buy-in deal. Y'all don't know, this buy-in deal was worth, they say, an estimated of 9 figures. Somewhat close of 100 million or more. Again, this is a buy-in deal. This is Young Dolph buying himself into more stocks and more shares into the Empire label. This is Young Dolph saying he don't want to be seen as just an artist. He's trying to level up. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so again, I've been trying to tell y'all, I've been trying to let you guys know from the beginning that this whole Young Dolph case is surrounded by a two-headed monster. Y'all want to know who the two-headed monster is? I'm pretty sure y'all know. Alright, one is the label and the other one is the streets. Okay? And I'm gonna let you guys know how the label got the streets involved through your boy Yo Gotti and Black Youngster. Alright? If you count Memphis PD, that makes 3 monsters, alright? But again, just like Makedas, Raven, and Maurice can't get they made up story together, it seems to be the same thing for the Memphis PD. Can't get their statements, reports, footage, or suspects in order. I mean, come on, man. That lets you guys know everybody's working with one another when it comes to Young Dolph untimely demise. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to break down how and why the label got the streets involved to remove Young Dolph. But before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to Young Dolph. Condolences to the family and much love to all my folks in Dolph land. See, the labels didn't know how Young Dolph was monopolizing outside of rap with real estate investments and STEM programs. Young Dolph had his eyes on the prize, and that's to be well established with his oil machine and automatic production, from signing different paper route artists to coming up on big real estate deals that could create different job opportunities for those residents in Memphis. Alright? These are the types of plays that Young Dolph set up outside the rap industry, but Empire didn't know who they signed a distribution deal with or to. They had no clue Young Dolph was already playing chess with Monopoly pieces, alright? Again, they had no clue Young Dolph was playing chess with Monopoly pieces, meaning that he already had chessboard set up the way he wanted to even before he made a deal with Empire or anybody else pertaining to the rap industry, alright? And again, because Young Dolph was smart and he did not let everybody know his next step, they really couldn't judge him what he was going to do next. You know what I'm saying? The thing y'all have to remember is that Young Dolph was making moves without CEO Daddie O. This was Young Dolph distancing himself from CEO Daddie O to becoming a fully independent mogul, alright?
My office is my trap house in South Memphis.
Now check this out. Young Dolph was not just interested in being a CEO/artist, but he had his eyes on the prize, and that was to be a private majority share stockholder for Empire. See, they thought Dolph, being from the streets, had no clue on what it takes to be a board member on a label. But he been doing this proper research. He been talking to the proper people, you know what I'm saying, that been had a seat. But they never knew from the beginning why Young Dolph was asking specific questions years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now they understand and see why he was asking very specific questions when it come with what it takes to be a board member, how much money do I got to put up. This was all Young Dolph was talking about years ago. This the reason why when they come to him with a $2 million deal, he said, get it out of here. When they come to him with a $22 million deal, he said, get it out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew his worth and his value surpassed what they thought his value was. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he already had it calculated based on what he was making, and in the next 10 years, what he's estimated to make. You know what I'm saying? Again, very smart man when it comes to numbers and business planning. All right. Until they asked him, check this out. They had no clue that young Dolph knew what it took to be a board member of a label. Again, not until they asked young Dolph questions about his future ideas in the rap game, and young Dolph gave them in very small detailing what his possible ideas could be in the next 2 years, which would include signing more artists, merch, tour dates, even teaming up with Gucci Mane while on tour. We know that could bring in more money. With those ideas, young Dolph ran down to the label. They wanted to see what his offer would be. But Dolph let them know, I want a bigger piece in Empire. They trying to understand what young Dolph was getting to. Until he told them his plans on retiring. Let his artists handle the paper route label. He'll just be the overseer of making sure the operation is ran properly and functionally. Now check this out, man. They made it seem as if they was interested in what young Dolph was saying. Until he left the office and they made a call to CEO Daddie O, informing him on young Dolph's future endeavors. That's why I told you guys before about 2 or 3 videos ago that CEO Daddie O, he was hot at young Dolph business endeavors that young Dolph did not notify him about. You know what I'm saying? He had to find out these things through their accountant, through their lawyer. You know what I'm saying? They knew young Dolph had beef with Yo Gotti and Black Youngster, so they paid Yo Gotti that bag to get the heavy camp shooters. But this time, make sure it's not like the 2017 incident in South Carolina where young Dolph had the 100 shots blickied at him, but he made it out alive. Young Dolph even rapped about he would pay to have a sit down with Jay, but too many people around him hate. Y'all know he was talking about Yo Gotti. This is where the label used Yo Gotti to have the heavy camp shooters corner young Dolph. This time I believe the shots came from the inside Makedas, close range, and even stood over young Dolph to finish him. The label got the streets involved. You know what I'm saying? Again, I've been telling y'all from the beginning, it's two-sided coin here you're dealing with, because young Dolph was a very small businessman and he knew how to handle himself when it came to the streets. So again, like I told you guys before at the beginning, you have those in the streets who feel like young Dolph owed him something. You have those who feel like because they knew young Dolph for a period of time, he owed him something, but they wasn't bringing anything to the table. So young Dolph could help them out while they on the other end is helping out young Dolph. See, a lot of people think it's a one-sided coin. It don't work like that with people who got money. If you're around them, they gonna use you for something. They gonna create a service and have you there for a reason. If not, you can kick rocks and they'll get somebody else. All right, now that's the street side. And again, even dealing with the street side, you have those who feel like, hey, why don't you sign my cousin, my uncle, my niece, whoever it may be? Because again, they feel they've been knowing young Dolph for a few years or growing up the whole time in Castelia. They feel like young Dolph owed them something instead of presenting to him a service that he can use from them. You know what I'm saying? And like I told y'all, man, you have the rap industry side where you have those who can't really judge young Dolph moves because he's very calculated with his steps. You know what I'm saying? He's very organized and planned when it come with what deals he gonna come up with next or whatever he may do. Like, he's very calculated. And again, when them people with that bag up that ladder, when they can't watch your moves because they don't know who you talking to, they don't know your resources or your outlets, it's hard for them to pinpoint your connections. It's hard for them to pinpoint you down in one place. This is the reason why they was trying to limit young Dolph movements, but they couldn't, because again, the man was a mastermind when it come to business and when it come to sustaining independence. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.